And a good Sunday evening to you. Chief Meteorologist Tim Buckley wanted to get you up to speed on what we can expect here in the Triad for Tropical Storm Isaias. Right now, it's off of the coast of Florida, and that's where it's been for the better part of the last day or so. It's actually slowed down a little bit, approaching that Jacksonville area, but it's never going to make it ashore. It's going to start to curve a little bit along the coast, going closer to the Carolinas as early as tomorrow night. And that's really the time frame we are looking at. Tomorrow night into Tuesday morning is when this will be closest to us. Winds have been fluctuating a bit between 80 at the peak down to 65. Now we're kind of in the middle, right at 70. And just so you know, hurricane strength begins at 75 miles per hour. So it's basically a borderline hurricane, strong tropical storm. Don't be alarmed if it ticks back up to a hurricane status, because that might only be a difference of 5 miles per hour. One thing about this storm, so far it has been very lopsided. The worst of the wind and rain has been on the east side of the hurricane. So as we look at this track, well, that is mainly this section. Now, it could reorganize a little bit as it gets to the north, and we think it will to some extent, but eastern North Carolina is going to be the worst for our state in terms of impacts. Notice, though, still maintaining a strong status at 70 miles per hour. It's expected to come ashore somewhere in between the Wilmington area and the Myrtle Beach vicinity. This is late tomorrow night, early Tuesday morning, right around 2 a.m. is possibly when it comes ashore. Let's walk you through the futurecast, and I want you to know this. There will be unrelated downpours tomorrow, and a lot of them in the foothills and mountains especially. You see these bands? Look at that. The hurricane's down there. The tropical storm is down there. This is what we could be dealing with a stalled front near the foothills and mountains. You could get a lot of rain tomorrow. And then here's your tropical system coming in Tuesday morning. That position could easily be here or there. There's slight fluctuations, but notice the heaviest rain just to our east, and it's a close call. But by Tuesday afternoon, no matter what, the storm is going to be out of here. So let's talk impacts. Generally, the biggest winds in North Carolina are going to be from the Cape Fear region up along I-95. The Raleigh area could see some gusts between 35 and 50 miles per hour, and that might extend into Alamance. For us, generally 25 to 35 mile per hour gusts in most of the Triad. Now, the rain totals will vary as well, anywhere from half an inch to as much as 2 inches possible in our area. And keep in mind, if you're in the foothills, it might be unrelated to the storm. Higher totals out to the east, of course, near I-95. Few power outages expected around here. We should be mostly okay, but several of them as you go farther closer to that storm center. Those are the impacts across the state. Just to recap it for you, we're talking about tomorrow night and Tuesday morning. That's going to be when we'll have the gusty winds and the potential for some steady or heavier rains. And yes, some minor flooding could happen. Some power outages could happen. I'd recommend going ahead and securing the outdoor objects, the lawn chairs, you know, the trampolines, all those kind of things. Just tie them up if you can. Probably a good idea to do that. 7-day forecast. We'll get this out of here early on Tuesday with a pretty good day of weather after that. Temperatures typical going into the rest of the week.